We are coming from a regime, comrade, where people were arrested for buying 2 bags of meal. If there was a shortage of maize in this country, the millers, the milling companies that are producing a meal to take to other countries could not even have managed to produce the same quantities of meal that they are taking to other countries. Every year, in any regime, when it is rainy season, the price of meal always increases, because at that particular time, farmers are growing the maize. The quantity of maize in the country during the rainy season, when people are growing their crops, their maize, it reduces. This happened in the Manawasa times, where they were even bringing yellow maize. This happened in the Chiruba times. It happened in the KK times. There is no government in this country that has never experienced a shortage in meal, an increase in the price of meal. Even in the time of President Michael Sata, these things happened. What we are saying is that when the people start harvesting, farmers start harvesting and selling the maize to FRA, the price of meal reduces, because we've got a lot of maize in circulation. That is normally normal, and that's what happens. So 2-3 months from now, you see the price of meal reducing. But one of the things that have caused right now, one of the things that have caused the shortage of meal and the demand for meal is the issue of smuggling, which is a topical issue and a very serious issue in this country right now.
As a government, don't you think it is a failure of government not to put in mechanism to stop the smuggling? So
mechanisms are there, and government has done so many things. One of the things that the Ministry of Agriculture, working with the ACC, working with the ZNS and the ZRA, have done is they have intensified patrols in all the border posts. Right now, there are ZNS officers patrolling, and that is how come for the past few days we have seen a lot of trucks that have been impounded. People using taxis to put meal there. We are seeing these things on social media. The fact that we're able to see these things, it means authorities are working and they're fighting very hard to curb this vice. One of the things that government has also done is that they have cancelled all export permits of meal and maize because of this crisis we have. I'll give you an example of Congo. Congo is grappling with civil unrest. The M24 labels are displacing villagers in the neighboring villages of Congo. People are running. So because of that civil unrest, there's a huge demand of maize now in Congo. When you go to Malawi, our friends were hit with a cyclone. Their maize fields were disturbed. We saw the Zambian government actually donating maize to Malawi. So the Malawians are at the border trying so hard to offer good prices. You find that per bag of maize they're offering 800, 700. That has excited mirrors in our country to be smuggling. Our friends in Angola equally have the same. We are at the center where they are looking up to us. One of the other steps that government is making is you see they have created a state-owned company that is producing meal through ZNS. That company is selling the ZNS meal is being sold at a very cheaper price. But what is the long-lasting solution that this government is providing to this issue? The long-lasting solution is we are saying, let us have a bumper harvest every year. How do we do that? We must have a lot of people growing maize. But how do we encourage these people? The government of the Republic of Zambia has decided to go in bilateral agreements with the United States of America. And the visit of the Vice President came with benefits. One of the benefits is that the United States government is offering millions of US dollars to support our Ministry of Agriculture. So because, comrades, if we have many people growing maize and they are being supported with farming inputs, then during harvest time we are going to have excess maize.
A joint team comprising of Cobalt Provincial Administration, Zambia Police and the Anti-Corruption Commission, ACC, unearthed the smuggling activities of mini meal in Dola's heavy industrial area. Here, 7,000 bags of 25 kg of mini meal was found destined for Congo DRC loaded in these trucks.
Na last year,
not last year.
This year.
No one stop with. So Congo.
Oh, okay.
Cobalt Police Commanding Officer was not pleased with the occurrence on the ground.
We've impounded about 7,000 bags by 25 kg. These are the trucks which are here. As you can see, even these rooms, the
ACC Director General also disclosed that all the vehicles that were recently impounded due to smuggling of mini meal will be forfeited to the state once investigations are completed. The Province Permanent Secretary also announced that all the permits that were given for exporters for mini meal have since been cancelled with immediate effect.
So, Matamola, that's the story you alluded.
It's quite unfortunate. So, look at that. There are people who are queuing right now that on the Copper Belt, the same province where people are queuing. They are going, for example, to outlets like ShopRite. That area on alluded to that might only have maybe 200 bags of mini meal because they are an outlet and they just went to a milling company and ordered 200 bags. Because probably the milling company, when they went to order, they were told, these are the only bags we have in stock. In the meantime, the same milling company reserved 7,000 bags that they were taken to Congo. So this is what is causing the mini meal shortages. And subsequently, the high price of mini meal. Because, comrades, we are in a free market economy. If I'm in an area where I'm the only one that is selling mini meal, and I've got 400 bags, the whole entire area I'm the supplier, I will increase the price a bit. Because I know that these people are coming to my shop, they will not go anywhere because I'm the only one in that area. I will increase the price. Secondly, people will come and queue because in these areas which are remote, comrade, we've got few outlets that are selling mini meal. That is how we are seeing these queues because of the issue of smuggling. We come from a regime where the minister, a former minister of Lusaka, would go around in shops, around in citizens, putting them down, together with the police, pointing guns at them, telling them, why are you buying 2 bags of mini meal? Government had misplaced their priorities instead of looking at the major issue that was causing the shortages of mini meal, which is smuggling.
And you feel you've seen the major...
That is where the issue, comrade. The major reason you have seen for yourself, the footage is showing 7,000 bags. If we calculate, comrade, how many families can 7,000 bags of mini meal cater for? There are a lot. So our priority, our number one priority, we are tackling the issue of smuggling.